Okay, so we are going to quickly talk about the different web browsers you can use. As you can see on the links on this Modern Lessons lesson, there are links to download all those browsers that we're going to talk about, but I'm just going to walk you through some of the basic features of each one and how they're a little bit different. Some might be for you, some might not be. So basically we're going to start with Mozilla Firefox, and this one is a free browser just like all the others. They're all free. And one of its features is the themes that they can have. So as you can see, there's kind of a skin up here. See, it's kind of fun. Basically, you can assign a skin to it, and it'll take on a different color. Basically, those are called personas. And so you can change to whatever you want it to look like. So as you can see, it'll change the look and feel, which is pretty cool. So let's say we want it to be tigers. And another feature that I personally really like are all the add-ons. There's a ton of add-ons that you can do, which are basically plugins and extensions, and they enhance the ability to do stuff using Firefox. So as you can see, there's a thing that'll convert YouTube videos. You can add Google search places. Capture and print is pretty cool. You can just do a screen capture and it'll automatically print stuff. There's a lot of built-in features for Firefox, which is quickly becoming one of the biggest browsers short of Chrome and Internet Explorer. So everything renders very nicely, I've found, on Firefox. During my web development, I typically use Firefox and Chrome because those render things beautifully. And by that I mean they show all of the code that is the bare bones of every website beautifully and don't show too many errors or anything. So that's Firefox. Now let's take a look at Safari, which is Apple's product, and I find this to be actually, not to say the worst, but not the best option for you. So that is because one of the things that you can't do is search right in the address bar. So you can't search by typing in Modern Lessons. It'll just try to go to modern %20, which is the code for space, lessons.com, and that'll just not work. You have to use the search bar over on the right, and that's less exciting. Something that is cool though about it is this view that you can pull up, which shows you a or sort of an array of the different sites that you've been to, and it'll automatically update them as you use it too. You've been browsing, you can always just go here, edit and remove these things or pin them, which is pretty cool. You can click on your search history, you can hit done. So we'll just close out of that and we'll just go back to the Modern Lessons page. One of the cool things about Safari is it's integrated with iPhone and iOS software, so you can add to your reading list and view stuff in the iCloud. So when you have tabs open, and then finally, we're going to talk about Google Chrome. Google Chrome is free and has actually passed Firefox to become the most downloaded browser short of Internet Explorer. It's run by Google, and a good friend of mine actually runs it, and it's basically one of the best ways to browse the web, to be honest. It renders everything beautifully. There's Google Sync, and everything will sync amongst all the browsers that you use. The bookmark manager seems to be the best in the business. Right here. It'll pull up those preferences, but basically it'll give you a ton of options that you don't have in a lot of other browsers, in my experience. There's a couple others called Opera and a few others that are similar, but Safari and Chrome and Firefox are definitely the best. So as you can see with Chrome, all the usual stuff. They have themes too, just like Firefox. But the best thing is by far the sync. The sync works really well. I've disabled it again on this, but in general the sync works extremely well. You can use Chrome as an app on your iPhone and obviously on your Android device as well. But as you can see, it shows the website, like Modern Lessons for example, very well. And as you can see, you can search here and it'll actually do a Google search result using their Omnibar, I believe it's called. Since I'm doing this screencast on a Mac, I don't have Internet Explorer built in, but you can obviously check it out if you're on a PC. And Internet Explorer has just been pretty much revamped with Internet Explorer 10, and it has a lot flatter interface and a lot more robust stuff if you're more of a power user. It's a very robust, pretty awesome browser now, and I've been impressed with the leaps and bounds they've been doing. They have an option that is similar to the Google Chrome and to the other browsers out there called SkyDrive, and I definitely recommend checking that out. It's free, of course, and pretty great. You can use it on all of your new Windows devices, of which they seem to be coming out with a lot of them these days. So that's about it for the browsers. There's no one correct answer is the main takeaway, but there's a lot of really great options out there. All of them are free, and it's a very competitive market. So all of the big companies out there want your business. So feel free to download and try out a ton of browsers, see which one works best for you, and come back and let us know about it on modernlessons.com. Thanks.